this way. I thought the one was going to run down the stairs for him. That'd have been nice, but
You can't stab them, Tornel.
he just revealed his face. He just realized.
Tornel definitely had some good faces this seed.
I bet, yeah.
This stream probably did die. I'm getting commercials right now.
Oh, the restream is still fine.
I think it was like a brief hiccup.
Yeah. Well, you haven't missed anything. Tornel's still in the tower. Chewing through it with Thunder Bracelet. As one does. I'm just trying to line up all these robots. That's floor 2 down.
Oh.
So, PMAkfal, you have any other additional thoughts about the seed?
Not really. My heart rate's finally gone down. Like I said, this was just so busy. There was no like, okay, do I go here? Do I go here? And the route I took was a very like go route, and
Yeah.
you can't stop. Plus, having finding the rabbit boots when I did, and having charge shots only on, to me that's basically a warrior ring.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed a couple of spots in your routing during this seed where it's like, okay, I can tell that you're specifically just going for the checks that are closest to you because you don't have money for work boots, is what it basically boiled down to. And so there's some interesting differences in that Tornel was a little better at managing his money and his work boots, and so was going for denser sets of checks, whereas you were just going for ones that were closer because you had to walk there. And it ended up working out in your favor. Again, the whole Mount Saber West thing is probably what turned it around there.
I played this seed very risky, and I didn't play it safe, and that benefited me. It doesn't always benefit me, but I was feeling a little squirrely tonight. I wanted to just take as many chances as I could, and it started paying off.
Tornel getting a few dead frames on that barrier and getting shoved around by Dinah. Popping an opal, but we'll still make it through this fight just fine.
Down goes Dinah. And sadly, Tornel will take second place with 1 hour, 20 minutes, 56 seconds. Don't count him out. He's going to move down to the losers bracket. With the rest of us losers, right, Code Grill?
So
Something like that, yeah.
Let me tell you though, Tornel in that bracket is going to, that's gonna be challenging. Tornel is one of the top racers in this. GG's.
Welcome, Tornel. Welcome. So, Tornel, how did you forget that you had telepathy? How did you forget that?
Well, can't remember everything.
I should have known that. You could have won this earlier on.
The power was inside you all along.
Oh gosh, I last location like 2 of the swords basically, so yeah.
Yeah.
You Tornel, you had the goods for me tonight, and I appreciate that.
No problem.
I was saying,
I still don't have to play Matric at this point, so I'm okay with this.
I always end up racing Matric. Every tournament, I always get matched up against Matric, so
I've never raced him in a tournament. So.
it's inevitable.
Well, guess what, Tornel? You're going to have a very tough match coming up next time.
Oh yeah, I know. It's against you, right?
Yeah, it's going to be the toughest match ever.
Maybe this is my master plan the whole time, yeah.
Well, I beat the Sir Archibald, so no one can stop me now. And then after that, if you manage to beat me, you have to move on to Code Grill here.
Oh,
so you
got
got
your rematch with Mashama from last turn.
And
Oh
then
boy. Oh, hey, hang on. You just skimmed right past me there.
If I win, I threw that in there,
Yeah, Jeff Peters.
Man, I was feeling so good at one point in that, and then I just couldn't find the sword. Couldn't find the sword.
I was telling them before you popped in. I played it really risky. Like I took a lot of chances, I was very aggressive with a lot of my checks, and it actually paid off. It doesn't always pay off, but as I was saying, I was feeling a little squirrely. So with you, when I'm racing you, I've got to do that. I don't have a chance if I don't. So.
Yeah, I was commenting what felt like ended up ultimately making the difference is Tornel, you did Mount Saber West without the Blizzard bracelet. You got everything there, and then put off going back to Tornel at the top of the mountain until the last possible minute, basically. Which, honestly, understandable routing, I would have done the same. Kfal happened to already have the Blizzard bracelet when he went there, and so just did all of Mount Saber West in one pass. And that's basically what it boiled down to.
I didn't go to Bryn Mawr for a long time. That was the last place I think I went, was that Bryn Mawr area.
Have I been muted this whole time? I wasn't, right?
No, we could hear you.
I was just had to unmute myself for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was fun. But that was fun. They got the blood pumping, Tornel.
So let's just look here real quick. Let's see. You get the Windsword way before I did.
You got the Thunderstorm way before you two as well.
Well,
Look at that.
a minute. Who cares?
That was a weird opening. That was interesting because if there was a lot of walking to start the seed.
Early flight.
Yeah, pretty much 10 minutes between the swords. That was the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to say though, I'm amazed that Kfal won. He did run into Rachel, which cost him like 20 minutes of gameplay.
I did what?
You ran into Rachel.
Oh, I did. Yeah. She was. I think I was the one that named her. Didn't I? Weren't we racing? And I called her Rachel, and you said,
Probably,
"What are you guys? What are you talking about?" And I said, "Isn't her name Rachel?" And ever since then, I think we've called her Rachel. I don't know where I got that from. My dudes were there too. I grouped up Week to Thunder. It was great to slaughter them and get some
what
good
was
experience.
That, windmill cave with like 80 Medusas you couldn't hurt.
I know. Oh yeah, that was the game slowdown area. Everything chugging along when you found the Medusas. Oh, that was fun though. Tornel, I haven't raced against you for over a year, so that was fun.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, so it's fun. These flags are fun. I don't know when the flags change or what they change to. If they change, I haven't read the tournament document.
No,
Don't tell Matrick.
It's the whole time.
Oh, okay. I think the last tournament in the finals flags was when it had randomized entrances, and I forgot to go in that first house.
Yep.
And I wasted
bought
20 minutes.
real estate in Leaf.
That's
I remember
right.
that.
I did. That was my house.
I miss
And
it.
I don't. I hate that. I mean, I do like the randomized. It's a lot of fun, but it's so stressful trying to keep track of everything. So.
Well, one thing to note is tomorrow we actually have another race coming up. That is going to be a redemption match between Dragon Dark and Night Dew. That's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure everyone checks in for that. Kfal, you're moving on, so you got to be planning your match out with your next opponent, as well as Tornel.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's good. I'm like I said, this is fun. I'd like to see. I know I'm hoping enough people are watching, or a lot of people are watching, that we can try to get a couple more in our Discord and join it up with this. This is a lot of fun. This randomizer is a blast. It's not too difficult to learn. The few of us that are the smallest community we are the ones that played this a lot. I guess when we were younger, maybe, and this game, Crystalis was one of those games that I didn't think many other people played. And then when I saw a randomizer for it, I'm like, oh hey, this is fun. So
I do have to say that this game is playing this is much easier than learning all the stuff for Super Metroid.
yeah, I would come join us up. I know Zero, you've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14. I've looked about hopping over to your data center and like chasing you around, but I'll see you on stream playing Final Fantasy 14. But
That's how I'm going to beat Tornel is through my Final Fantasy 14 practices.
there you go. But yeah, seriously, come join us. The community's full of just like really fantastic people, and we have a lot of fun. And just come hang out with us.
Not to mention, for the randomizer, there's a bunch of different settings on it, so you don't have to play with these crazy settings. If you're feeling unsure of yourself, you can always set very easy settings just to get yourself acclimated until you want to do the full stupid, of course.
Yeah. Alternatively, if you want to dive off the deep end, there are definitely options for that too.
Oh, the full stupid. Oh, boy.
And Tornel did put our Discord link in the chat.
Join us. You won't be sorry. We have great times. There's cookies sometimes.
Of course, there's also the Crystalis Randomizer link. Can't forget about that one.
Absolutely. And everybody in the community would be absolutely happy to help anybody learn. When we were all learning, when I was learning it, Matrick and I would just get in calls and he would help me out with stuff. So, I mean, it's a great group of people, and it's one of my favorite communities that I've been a part of in gaming. So, join us. Sorry, not for the sap fest here. So.
Some of us are still learning J-Ro. Some of us are learning how to take on Carmine at low levels. So I do feel in my match with Tornel, it's probably going to be an early Mado 2 fight.
I hope so. I hope we have to fight all the bosses level 1. That gives me a big advantage. Maybe. Maybe.
I'm gonna roll out of here. Thank you guys. Thank you, GG's Tornel. Thanks for the race. Thank you guys for commentating, tracking, and everything. Great time. I'm hoping I get back from my trip tomorrow to watch the race tomorrow night. So hopefully I'm back in time. But if not, good luck to everybody racing tomorrow. So
I think that probably just about wraps things up for us as well. Tornel, Zero, any last thoughts?
Long live Draconia.
I'm good, I think.
Jeff Peters.
Well, then that's going to do it for this episode of the Crystalis Randomizer Tournament. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening, and we'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, for Night Dew versus Dragon Darch. Should be a good time.